Let us play a game. I'll tell you a letter and you need to tell me how many matchsticks would you require to make that letter. So let us first start with L. How many matchsticks would you require to make one L? 1, 2. So you would require 2 matchsticks. If I ask you to make 2 L's, then how many matchsticks would you require? 1, 2, 3, 4. You would require 4 matchsticks. What about 3 L's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 matchsticks. What about 4 L's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if I ask you to make 20 L's, would you still count mechanically and tell me how many matchsticks would you require? Then what is the purpose of studying mathematics if we have to count everything in such a tedious manner? So let us see if we can observe a pattern and calculate the number of matchsticks without actually counting them. So, to make 1 L, we require 2 matchsticks. To make 2 L's, we require 2 plus 2 matchsticks. For making 3 L's, we require 2 plus 2 plus 2 matchsticks. For making 4 L's, 2 added 4 times. For making 5 L's, we have 2 added 5 times. So what is this? This is repeated addition. And we know very well that repeated addition is multiplication. So this is 2 added 1 times. 2 into 1. 2 added 2 times is the same as 2 into 2. 2 added 3 times is the same as 2 into 3. And similarly, 2 added 5 times is the same as 2 into 5. So yes, we do observe a pattern here. And what is that pattern? The number of matchsticks required is 2 times the number of L's. That is, the number of matchsticks required is 2 into the number of L's. Now, 2 is constant here and the number of L's is a variable because it keeps on changing. So it is a variable and it is a constant. So we can represent the number of L's by a symbol. We can represent it by any symbol. Let's say we represent it by N. So the number of matchsticks needed is 2 into N. So don't you think this is great? We have created our own machine. We input the values and get the answer as the output. So let us check this formula which we have created on our own. So number of matchsticks is 2 into N. For 1 L, it is 2 into 1, that is 2 matchsticks. For 2 L's, it is 2 into 2, which is 4 matchsticks. For 5 L's, it is 2 into 5, which is 10 matchsticks. So it is the same as we have calculated before. So for n L's, we would require 2 into n matchsticks. How many matchsticks are needed to make 109 L patterns? Now this is a huge number, but since we have this formula with us now, we can calculate it very easily. So we have 2 into n. We simply put 109 in place of n. So 2 into 109 gives us 218. So we require 218 matchsticks to make 109 L patterns. So this is the magic of mathematics and this is the magic of algebra. So we have multiplied a constant with a variable. We can write it as 2 times n. We can also write it as 2 into n. This is the multiplication sign. We can write it as 2 dot n. This is the dot used for multiplication. It is placed in the center, in between the two numbers which are being multiplied. Over here, it is 2 and n. But normally, the most commonly followed method is 2n, where we write the numeric part and then the variable part. This is 2n. n into 2 is the same as 2 into n, which is written as 2n. Now you may ask me, why can't we write it like this? Well, if you observe, this multiplication sign can be at times confused with x. So in algebra, we normally avoid using this multiplication sign and simply write it as 2n. How many matchsticks are needed to make 9 L patterns? Using this 2n matchsticks, we put n is equal to 9 and 2, 9. We have just simply put 9 in place of n. So is this correct? No. This is not correct. Over here, 2 does not stand for tens digit and n does not stand for units digit. This 2n signifies 2 multiplied by n. So we have to make it 2 multiplied by 9, which is 18. So we require 18 matchsticks to make 9 L patterns. How many matchsticks are required to make 9 L patterns? If we use this, so can we write, putting n is equal to 9, can we write 2.9? This is 2.9. Even this is incorrect because this dot does not represent a decimal point. It represents multiplication. So we cannot replace it with a decimal point. This 2.n is equal to 2 into n, which becomes 18. The difference is over here, the dot is placed in the center and here it is placed at the bottom. How many matchsticks are required to make x number of C's? As we can see, to make one C, we require 1, 2, 3 matchsticks. So for making one C, we require 3 matchsticks. For making 2 C patterns, we require 3 into 2 matchsticks. So for making x number of C patterns, we would require 3 into x matchsticks, which is 3x matchsticks. So we require 3x matchsticks to make x number of C's. Till now, we have multiplied a constant number with a variable. Now, how do we multiply two variables? Here a and b are two variables which are being multiplied. So a into b is the same as b into a. It can be written like this or it can be written like this. Instead of this multiplication sign, we can write a dot. So a dot b or b dot a, but we normally write it like this, which is ab, ba. So we can write the two variables one after the other in any order. Both of these are correct. If we have 3 variables, that is if we have another variable c multiplied to these, we can write abc, bac. This indicates a, b and c are being multiplied. Now, how many C's can be made using m number of matchsticks? So we see for making one C, we require 3 matchsticks. So using 3 matchsticks, we can make 1 C. Using 6 matchsticks, we can make 6 by 3, which is 2 C's. Using 9 matchsticks, we can make 9 by 3, which is 3 C's. Using 12 matchsticks, we can make 12 by 3, which is 4 C's. So, using M matchsticks, how many C's will be able to make? M by 3. So, using M matchsticks, we can make M by 3 C's. So, here we have divided a variable with a constant. This can be written as M divided by 3. We can replace this with a division sign, M divided by 3. But normally it is written like this, M by 3.